far. There we go. And right now we are...
This guy is like freaking rocket ship. He is determined to break me out.
That is a toad, buddy.
Good stuff.
I like fishing on ice, so we're gonna go do that.
Sounds good. So, all right, it's Brian Losey and Ian Munson here with Priority One Fishing, and we've got a unique opportunity. First ice without the snow. So we're taking advantage of it. We're gonna hike into a lake, a mile or so, and see if we can chase some Arctic Grayling, maybe a few tiger trout, and hopefully we get a little bit of size out of them too. I know hasn't been too many people fishing this lake. I'm sure possibly nobody so far this season. Hoping for about 6 inches of ice. Is that what we're thinking, Ian?
Hopefully.
All right. Yeah, well, we're loaded up as light as we can get away with and still have all of our accessories. So we made it about 50 feet. I'm ready for a break. We got Mr. Mountain Goat up here too. Mr. Preston Allen. He's the only fit one of the bunch.
Speak for yours. Yeah, I know you're right.
That's what I was saying. I hope I lose about 30 pounds on this little hike. Hopefully it doesn't require losing a limb.
Strap your pack, you'll be okay.
Whew. Yeah. Okay, well, there you have it. We'll touch bases a little bit later.
Also, it's some elevation.
Yeah, about 10,000 foot lake. Yeah, it'll be fun. And we got a little bit of ice fishing going on here. First ice, Priority One Fishing. Let's go see if we can chase a few Arctic Grayling. Look at that Grayling. Holy cow. All right, Priority One Fishing. We're here with Mr. Preston Allen. This is Brian Losey and Ian Munson, and we're targeting some Arctic Grayling. We have yet to catch one up until Mr. Preston, and a pretty good one at that too. So take a look at this. So those of you who have not seen an Arctic Grayling, this is what an Arctic Grayling looks like. It's got him all twisted up and everything here. I don't know if we can get close enough on that. You have a chance to step over? All right, you see that large, prominent dorsal fin? That's what anglers like strive for here is catching these Grayling with those gorgeous dorsal fins. Now, these fish, they have a tendency to be very iridescent, almost color changing in effect. You'll see a lot of rainbow patterns to them, a lot of blues, greens, purples. And this is a relatively large one too. I mean, this fish right here is probably 3 or 4 years old at least. Now, these are very old growth fish. They can live up to 15 years. And great little Grayling. Big fish too. I mean, that's closer to, what, 11, 12 inches almost. That is a trophy of trophies. Yeah, you can see that iridescence. Hold him right here in the sunlight. I think we can get. Whoa! Nope, we don't want to kill him. We're getting back in the water here too. Yeah. Get that fin to kind of stand up. Get a little bit of the sunlight. There you go.
All right.
Gorgeous little fish. Let's get him back in the water. That is our target species. Now, you can see that very small mouth fish. So it takes a pretty small presentation. In fact, that was a dead stick presentation. He got him on one of these automatic hook setting devices. This one's a jaw jacker. And yeah, very, very finesseful. dead stick technique there. Well, we'll get back at it and see if we can't get a few more fish on camera here for you. Brian Losey, Ian Munson, and guest Preston Allen here. Chasing some Arctic Grayling in a high elevation Utah lake. November 6th. Check that out. Early ice.
So first ice in the books. What an awesome day. We learned a couple of things.
Well over 100 fish.
Yeah,
Easy.
probably. Yeah, definitely in that ballpark for sure.
Absolutely.
And we had to catch that many to catch, what, 5 Arctic Grayling. But that was kind of our goal.
That was our target species, of course. But it brought up a couple of questions, though, that we've had people ask us. How do fish change throughout the day, and how do you stay on top of fish? First, pack light. Move quick. That's probably the biggest thing for mobility we could do, especially
the less you
early
have
ice.
to move, the more willing to move you'll be.
Exactly, and staying on top of fish just increases success. Now, we did find some pods of fish, but those pods of fish change throughout the day, and as we work through them, we could see their feeding habits change as well. Well, you see a lot of that early ice, especially you can see behind us, we don't have any snow on the lake at all. Well, that's exactly why those fish are changing, the amount of light penetration that we have through the ice cap.
Very, very sunny day. I don't know if there was a cloud in the sky all day. If there wasn't much of it. So
yeah, exactly. So one of the kind of the rules that we follow as well, if you look at refraction properties of ice, if you look at sunrise and sunset to start with. So if it gets, say the sun comes up, what, about 7:30 in the morning now this time of year, roughly, full sun. Well, it's going to get light under the ice about 45 minutes after the actual sunrise, and it's going to get dark about 45 minutes before the actual sunset due to refraction. Those fish respond to that too, especially trout. They can see very, very similar to how we see. As far as rods and cones in their eyes, they can adapt to light and dark conditions, but feeding habits change based off how willing or how able they are to be able to see that food source and how willing they are to exert the energy to get it. So change your bait selections as you get throughout the day, and you'll find you can stay on those fish and keep those fish active. Stay mobile, change bait. Start big in the morning, maybe go glow in the afternoon as that light's disappearing.
Yep. I used a lot of metallic colors today with that light penetration. It's one of my favorite things to do early ice when you have very good light penetration.
Yeah.
Stick to kind of natural colors or more kind of natural, I guess, type of presentations where they can see a little bit better. But this water's also very stained.
It is.
So
pretty typical of
profile
this area
alone was effective.
So we approached it 2 different ways when it came to high sun, when that sun was up over the top of the trees and it was shining down on that ice cap. Ian went metallic to get the reflection. I went dark to get the profile. And it proved pretty effective. I mean, we were both catching fish. We stayed on some fish, and we didn't have to change bait a whole lot, and those fish were very responsive to it.
And when we talk about moving around, we moved around probably what? Maybe 70 yards.
Yeah, 30 yards.
Area.
Most of the fish were.
Well, I guess, yeah, some of these holes are just prospecting because this is early ice. Definitely recommend that too. Work your way out. Make sure you check as you go. Not all ice is going to be consistent throughout the lake, so there's going to be spots that are certainly going to be thicker ice than others. So
yeah, and early, I mean, we mentioned this before too, November 6th. I mean, this is about as early as it gets, just almost anywhere in the country.
A little toasty today.
Yeah, and we're not seeing any ice deterioration too, which is kind of surprising. It's in the mid-40s right now, and ice cap is still holding pretty solid. So hopefully we get a few more days like this out on the ice.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all get out there and get on the ice pretty soon. Be safe.
So get out there, chase them. Like Ian said, be safe. We'll see you soon.